Hi, this is Marc from LongIslandWatch.com, and today we're going to be doing something on, I don't know, is it an Alpinist replacement? I don't think it is. So Seiko came out with a green Prospex Land watch. I think so far it is unnamed. Comes green, blue, and gray. I've got a green and a blue here. I'm going to focus on the green since a lot of people are considering this to be some kind of a replacement for the Alpinist. I really don't think so, but if you want to think it is, good for you. I'll pull an Alpinist up next to it so you can see them side by side. But really the purpose of the video is for you to check out this cool dialed watch and my wrist check 007 with the domed sapphire, and finally just finished this one 009 on the Super Jubilee with the domed sapphire and blue AR on the underside. Again, coming soon. I can't say it enough, coming soon. Anyway, let's head on over and check out these beauties. Okay, so as I said in the intro, I'm here to discuss the Srp C31J1, which is this watch in my right hand. People are saying that possibly this is the replacement for the Alpinist, the SARB017, which I've done videos on in the past. As you know, not really enamored with this watch. I like this watch, much more bold in my opinion. Not really enamored with this one, but you know, very popular, smaller size, gold hands and numbers, rotating inner compass bezel, 6R15 movement, which probably a lot of people really dug big time with this watch, and extremely good value. But I'm going to hold them side to side just so you can see. I mean, this watch is clearly much bigger, much different styling. I would say really the only thing that this retains over this is a green dial and an inner compass bezel. But that's about it. So enough with this one. Let's put the 017 aside and concentrate on what we came to discuss. So this is the Srp C33. Now it also comes in a gray dial, which I don't have currently, but also comes in a blue dial, Srp C31. All made in Japan. Normally, I would discuss the blue dial version and then to show up the green later, but I think this video is really about green dials, so I wanted to stick with this one for now, okay? So again, Srp C33. It is the Seiko Prospex Land model. I don't think it has a nickname yet. Maybe people call it the Alpine, since the other one was the Alpinist. Maybe this will be the Alpine. I have no idea. But let's get into the specs. So inside beats a 4R35 movement, which a lot of people are going to immediately hone in on and say, well, the SARB had the 6R15, which is a higher grade movement. 100% true. This is a 4R35, which is nothing to sneeze at. Great movement, automatic, date, 40-hour power reserve, hand winds. No screw down crown. Hand winds, hacks, you pull the time out, the crown out to change the time, the second hand stops. Inner rotating compass bezel, you can see that, and you can use that to, once you know where north is, all your other cardinal directions set themselves up. You can do the Boy Scout trick with the sun, as I discussed in a past Watch and Learn. So the watch itself is 42 millimeters in diameter, 13 millimeters thick. It's 50 on the tip to tip. And you ready for this one? A 21 millimeter lug. Why? I have no idea. It's like they're taking a cue from the Bambino book. Why do a 21 millimeter lug? Your strap options become extremely limited at this point. The case is stainless steel, but it's gunmetal IP plated. You see, it's not exactly black. It's more of a dark gray, matching buckle. More of a dark gray. I think it complements the watch really well, rather than it being that, you know, pure black. It's like I said, it's more of a charcoal color. Looks really good. It's got mineral crystal for the front, or hard Lex, as Seiko likes to call it. I should probably go through the tagging real quick. Srp C33, the Prospex watch. Exhibition case back, so you can see the movement. There you go. You can see the rotor turning and spinning. It is obviously on a green canvas strap, and it's the holes are backed with an extra piece of leather. It's a nice strap. Actually, really is nice. I mean, as compared to the Alpinist, where the strap really sucked, this one is really good. I think it's a really nice strap. Complements the watch well. Signed Seiko buckle. It's 100 meters water resistant. The SARB was actually 200 meters, so it's 100 meters water resistant with the push-pull crown. But all in all, just a really cool looking watch. Bright for the hands and markers. I guess we'll do a Loom Shot later. Let's just go over some of the aspects of the watch, or some of the close-up shots, I should say. Here you can get a close-up of the dial. Really, really nice looking, that radiant green dial. I just think it really pops. It pops against the IP plating. I like that they did the gunmetal rather than a stainless steel. Definitely makes it more sporty, but I think it just matches the darker color of the dial. Really nice. And of course, great plating as well. Flip it over on the back. We can get a little bit better view of the back of the watch. Water resistant to 10 bar, which is 100 meters, and all the other stuff. Good looker. I'll zoom out a bit. We'll flip out the lights and see how she lights up. So this is, of course, Bright Madness. You can see, I mean, look at the glow. You can see it reflecting off my glove. At least I can through the viewfinder. Maybe, hopefully you can later. Extremely easy to read. Never going to be an issue. The compass doesn't light up. I'm not sure if I'm happy about that or not. Would it make it appear too busy? I'm not sure. Maybe they could have just loomed the cardinal directions. But still, talk about easy to read in low light. So the price on the green or on the blue is going to be around $369. Which again is less expensive than the SARB017, so good thing, because it's got the lower grade movements, and a lot of you are going to tune in on that. So I'm going to then switch gears and show you the Srp C31, which is basically the same exact watch, silver hands, black IP gunmetal case, but it's got a blue dial, and the blue is absolutely gorgeous. Blue canvas strap with, again, a leather piece backing the holes, so it doesn't tear through. Certainly adds a nice accent to it. Inner compass rotates. Push-pull crown, hand winds, hacks. Let's pull in on the dial and see how she looks. So there you can see that blue up close. Really looks nice. What a good blue. Seiko does blue so well. Here's just another blue Seiko watch that I'm going to want. But in this case, I actually don't mind the blue or the green. The green is really not that bad looking. Like I said, as you guys know, I'm not a fan of the Alpinist, but look at those two. They just look so nice together. You really do. And the strap, I just feel, completes the look of the, kind of rugged, outdoorsy kind of watch. The size may be a little out of some people's wheelhouse at 42 mils, but I'm going to try it on my wrist, and let's see how she looks on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. Okay, so in keeping with my theme, I'm going to put the green one on, try it on. It looks great, fits me fine, 50 millimeters tip to tip, doesn't overhang my wrist. You can see I'm holding it on there, but there you can see where I would be if I actually put it through the buckle. I still easily have another ½ inch or so to go, so that would put it at like a 6 1/4 or so inch wrist that the strap will accommodate. Again, the 21 millimeter lugs, why? I have no idea. So your leather strap options, at least from what we sell, are going to be very limited. We have a couple of straps that we brought in specifically for the Bambino, a brown, a black, and a croc. In this case, though, I think people would put this on a nylon strap. And when it's a nylon, in my opinion, maybe you find it different. A lot of times, if it's a soft material, you could squeeze in a 22, or you just put in a 20, and the nylon kind of spreads itself between the lugs. But sometimes you just got to try different combinations and see what works best. If you have any opinion on it, you could put your comments down below, and that way other people can check them out. So this has been Marc from LongIslandWatch.com with a quick look at these Seiko Alpinist, if you will, replacements. Srp C31, Srp C33, J1, both made in Japan. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below, and I'll be sure to address them as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.